Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at, man, that car's dirty. That just won't do. Well, that sure looks a whole lot better now. Where were we? Oh, that's right. We were talking about what today's video is going to be about. In this video, I'm going to be installing a noise reduction seal kit that goes around the doors of my Model Y. I had to get the car clean in order to make a really good seal, and I'm really curious if these door seals actually reduce any wind noise in the car. That's kind of what the whole thing is they're advertised about. So we're going to do some testing on that. I'm going to show you the kit that I got and how I installed it. So let's get into it. So let's jump straight into the unboxing. I'll tell you about the door seal kit that I picked out. I got this door seal kit from YesSlack, one of the first sponsors of my channel. I really appreciate working with them. They have some amazing high quality products. Make sure to check them out for your Tesla. So as we open this, you'll see that there's some manual here with the QR code. So this is kind of what we're getting into here. You get some actual door seal kits for lots of different areas around your Model 3 or Model Y. One along the dashboard, one along your kind of bottom of your front doors and the sides of your front doors, then along the rear doors here. So I'm really excited to get this installed and see if it actually does make a difference. Let's take a look at the quality of some of these door seals. They're coming labeled, it says door bottom here. It's a nice kind of rubber gasket with some kind of 3M or probably knockoff 3M tape all along the bottom here. It's a really nice kind of rubber foam, pretty squishy. I like the feel of it right there. Let's see what else we get. This one's labeled B pillars, so that's going to go on the doors there. I can kind of see how that's going to install. Perfect. One's labeled rear door. It looks like you get a whole bunch of alcohol wipes too to make sure you're getting a really nice connection when you're installing these. And this one's unique, and I haven't seen this in a whole lot of other kits, but one that's for your dashboard. It's supposed to go between your front glass and your dashboard on the inside to help cut down on some of that wind noise. So we're going to test that out as well. Let's head over to the Tesla and we're going to start installing some of these, and I'll show you where they all go. So the first package we're going to install is this one that's labeled B pillars, and this is going to go right on this little kind of lip right down here on this space between your front and your rear doors on both sides of your Tesla. So you get two of these as we crack them open. But as you pull these out, you can see there's two different designs. You're going to want the one that has this curve on the top to kind of match the curve on your actual door here. So there's a little channel. These ones don't attach with any adhesive. They just kind of fit right on this little lip of your door here. So I'm going to work on getting this installed, and then I'll bring you in for a close-up. So there's the first door installed, or the first kind of B-pillar gasket installed all the way down. It's actually trimmed perfectly. It ends right where that little gasket's supposed to end, and it just adds a nice kind of seal. Let's close the door and see what it looks like. And you can't see it. You know, there's not much of a difference here, and the door closes just fine as well. So overall, so far, so good. So the next bag we're going to get into is this one called door bottom, and you get two really kind of long door seals that look like this with some adhesive on the back. I'm going to go ahead and put them along the bottom of the door down there where my finger is going, but you could also do this on the inside of your car if you'd rather have it along this bottom lip here. I think it'll look cleaner along the whole door, so that's going to be my goal. And then I'll just trim off the excess as I get into it. Now, as I get to the end here, you see I have a lot of excess of the weather stripping. So I'm just going to kind of come to the edge and cut it where at a place where I think kind of makes sense and looks good. So we'll just come in an inch or so from the end here. Just give it a nice trim. There we go. Make sure it's all nice and stuck, and then you have your whole weather strip all along the bottom to help keep out dust, grime. We'll see if it actually makes a difference with wind noise here in a little bit. But off to a good start. Moving to the rear door, you get two more little weather stripping here. It's a little bit skinnier, a little bit smaller than some of the other ones. And there's two places you can put this one. Right along the edge here, where it goes between your driver's side or your actual passenger door, the body, and the door itself, or along the door. And I think I'm going to go along the door here for that kind of cleaner look, just so there's not stuff stuck to the car here. But I'm going to go along this whole side of the door with it all the way to the bottom there. And from where we cut off the bottom strip before, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom of this door here. So we just get some extra noise and dust seal prevention down there. So here's what we added. I have that nice kind of weather stripping all the way around, almost the entire exterior door again. So let's try giving it a close and see how it does. Perfect. It's a nice solid closure. All right, so after we got the door seals installed, I want to do a little testing. Before I installed the door seals, I went out and did a test drive. And I actually installed a decibel meter on my phone. And I pretty much just wanted to see if there's a difference between driving with the seals and driving without the seals. So I tried to get as scientific as I could. I turned off all of the AC in the car. I turned off the radio completely. The only sound that was picking up was the road noise from my decibel meter. I'll have it up here on the screen as I'm driving. So the first test I did was going 55 miles per hour. The data here on the left of a sound meter was around 78 decibels as an average. On the right, after I installed the seals, it's still about 78 decibels as an average of sound. So you can see kind of the fluctuations here. This was going down the same road. I was holding the phone in the same place, same settings in the car, all that good stuff. I tried to eliminate as many variables as possible. So not a big reduction in sound reduction once I installed the seals. Moving to the 75 mile per hour test. On the left, you'll see that when I was going 75 miles per hour, it gets about 80, 81 decibels. You'll see kind of spike in there. After I've installed the seals, it levels out right around 80 decibels. So maybe one or less than 1 decibel reduction in the sound coming throughout the car. Again, this is my non-scientific test, but this is kind of the results I wanted to share with you guys. Anecdotally, and maybe this is just the placebo effect, but anecdotally, when I'm driving the car, when I just did this test now, it sounded quieter to me inside. It sounded, there was just less noise throughout the road. It was like a dead zone. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'm being hyper aware because of the test I was running, but it did sound a little bit quieter to me. So overall, I'm happy with the install of the product, but let me come back and give you my final thoughts. So as we kind of close up the video, I just kind of want to give you my final thoughts on a product like this. If it actually worked as advertised of reducing the sound noise in the car, very marginally, if anything at all, I think is my takeaway. I installed it to the specifications. I didn't install the dash strip. Maybe that would make a difference, but I installed it, all these seals along here, both the bottom doors and around the actual outside of the doors as well. And I didn't get a complete, scientific reduction in noise. When I'm driving the car, it did seem a little bit quieter inside, and I think that's fine for me. I think it'll actually keep the door areas a little bit cleaner too, now that you have a seal in there. So if you're not one that likes to wipe out your door jambs all the time, it might actually keep those a little bit cleaner. So that's a plus. I think this product right now is $40. I got it from YesLack, so big thank you to them for sending it over to me. If you shop at YesLack, always use my code GAMBLE1080. It'll save you a few bucks at checkout. So maybe it's worth it. Maybe a product like this is worth it to you for that $30, $35 range. I think that's where I'd be a buyer. So just appreciate you guys coming back to the channel. And if you're interested, there's a link down in the description. Use my code GAMBLE1080 to help you save some money at checkout. Lastly, if you're interested in any of the products I've reviewed on this channel, check out my link tree down below. I'll have it here on the screen as well. You can see all the products I've reviewed, every product I recommend in that link tree I've reviewed and have a review video on. If you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming back. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day.